What is going on, everybody? This is NYG Jeffy T85, and I'm just here to update everybody on a couple of flurry of moves that happened today for the New York Giants before they get ready for their game tomorrow against the Seattle Seahawks. The Giants today made a couple of elevations from their practice squad, as today they elevated tight end Lawrence Cager, who they just signed to the team earlier this week. He was once playing on the Jets practice squad. The Giants ended up signing him to their active roster. Landon Collins has also been elevated to their active roster. So both Lawrence Cager and Landon Collins have been elevated to the roster for this game coming up for the New York Giants today, going into this game against the Seattle Seahawks. So the Giants, they ended up strengthening a little bit of their tight end position, as well as they strengthened their safety position with the fact that the Giants are banged up right now with this team. So the Giants are going to at least have Lawrence Cager out there. He's probably going to be operating as one of the backup tight ends because of the fact that Daniel Bellinger is going to be out at least 4 to 6 weeks with the orbital fracture. So they probably want to take a look at a guy like Lawrence Cager to see if he can fill in that role as that tight end in terms of pass catching going forward. So that's one of the moves made today. Another interesting move for the New York Giants. They activated outside linebacker Elerson Smith off injured reserve. This is a very interesting one because I didn't think that I didn't think he'd be activated this soon. But I'm curious to see if this impacts a guy like Quincy Roche. I really am. So I'm really curious to see that how Quincy Roche and Ellison Smith are going to look because of the fact that the Giants are dealing with injuries to O'Shane Ximines as well as Azeez Ojulari right now on short-term IR. So this is an opportunity for both Ellison Smith and Quincy Roche to help out that outside linebacking core in terms of the depth out there because of the fact they have Timon Fox as well as the fact they have Kayvon Thibodeau as well as they have Jahide Ward at the outside linebacking position. This is going to be an opportunity for Ellison Smith to see how he's going to look getting mixed into this outside linebacker group. Ellison Smith is a very quick motor on the outside. So I think that the Giants are going to limit his snaps to begin with because of the fact he hasn't played in 7 weeks. But he's probably going to go out there and he's going to be a situational special pass rusher on the outside. So I'm really curious to see how Ellison Smith's going to look. And then an interesting one too. Ben Bredeson has been placed on short-term IR with the knee injury that he suffered against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Bredeson right now is on injured reserve for short-term. Giants, interestingly, did not put Evan Neal on, but he's probably going to be out at least 4 games as well. So this is going to be Joshua Azudo is going to be the primary left guard right now for the New York Giants. Of course, they did activate Nick Gates to their roster. So Nick Gates is going to be another interesting player that they're going to try to mix in with this team going forward. But Ben Bredeson is on short-term IR. He's going to be out at least 4 games, so I wouldn't even expect him to come back until maybe around the Thanksgiving game against the Dallas Cowboys. That's the earliest he can get activated. But it's going to give an opportunity for a guy like Joshua Azudu to get a run over there at the left guard position for the Giants going forward. So that's just a couple of the Giants' flurry of moves that they made today. On this Saturday night, the Giants have officially placed Ben Bredeson on short-term IR with the knee injury. He's going to miss at least 4 games. And the corresponding moves, the Giants elevated tight end Lawrence Cager, who's going to be taking the place essentially of Daniel Bellinger in the offense, with Bellinger right now out 4 to 6 weeks due to the orbital fracture, and Landon Collins. He's going to get a little bit more playing time now at the linebacker and the safety position. Both Cager and Collins were elevated to the main roster, on the active roster, and Ellison Smith has officially been activated off injured reserve. He is going to be active for this game Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. Curious to see how much time he's actually going to get played on the field. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T85 for more breaking news, updates, chatter, roster and injury updates surrounding the New York Football Giants. Turn on the bell for notifications on when the next video or shorts can be dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Giants. And let me know in the comment section what you guys think about these flurry of moves that have happened for the New York Giants today. Whether it's Ben Bredeson being put on short-term IR with the knee injury, missing at least 4 games. Whether it's Ellison Smith being activated off injured reserve and him going to be playing a factor for the New York Giants, as well as Quincy Roche being signed to the active 53-man roster. So Quincy Roche and Elerson Smith are going to get their opportunities to help out this outside linebacker position. And with Lawrence Cager and Landon Collins being elevated to the active roster for this Sunday's game against the Seattle Seahawks, and what they're going to do to help out this team going forward. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Take it easy, and as always, let's go New York Football Giants. Together blue, everyone.